Hello. A very warm welcome to Talking Couch, a flagship podcast channel of the Psycholingo. I'm your host, Psychologist Anam, live from Hamburg, Germany, excited, happy, and filled with gratitude. So, I welcome you back to Talking Couch, the podcast where we break down the science of mental health and well-being in ways that make sense for your everyday life. Today's episode is going to be a real eye-opener for you all, because what if I told you that what's happening in your gut could be affecting your brain more than you think? Shocked, right? All my research campaigns so far and rigorous readings and heavy discussions led me to some interesting facts that I have collected for you to be discussed here. Like, did you know that nearly 95% of your body's serotonin, the feel-good chemical that we have all been chasing, responsible for your mood and happiness, is produced in your gut? That's right. Your gut isn't just about digesting food. It's practically a second brain, and what you eat can have a direct impact on how you feel emotionally and mentally. So your food is not just only pleasure and flavor and nutrients and some vitamins to your body. It is also responsible for how you feel, what kind of emotions you experience, and what you, have it in your mind, like your mental state. So there is a direct connection between how you feel, what you eat. So that's how in today's episode we are diving into the fascinating world of this gut-brain connection, exploring key vitamins and nutrients that play a huge role in keeping this connection strong and balanced. You learn about the happy chemicals like serotonin and dopamine and how they're produced in your gut. We are also going to talk about 6 essential nutrients that not only improve your gut health but can also enhance your overall mental well-being. So this is what we want, right? At the end, to feel good after a long day and feel good and happy in our lives overall. So whether you're dealing with stress, anxiety, or just want to improve your mood, these nutrients can make a real difference in your life. I guess by end of this episode, you will be more in control of your hormones and have that command over your body secretions, because it is your individual right to feel the way you want to feel, like not always held captivative into the hands of these secretions. So I want you to feel more powerful in hand and more control of your body. Let's delve deeper into the hows and whys of our mind, trying to discover that gut-brain connection that could have been the missing link in your mental health journey so far. Why not try and explore it? So let's begin and stay tuned. Alright, so first let's just start by understanding 5 key facts about this gut-brain axis that we have been just talking about, and how this incredible communication system inside your body really works. By gut, what I mean is your gastrointestinal system, which starts from your mouth till that point where you secrete your wastages out of your body. So it is that entire track where your body takes the food inside, starts processing in your mouth, and goes through your stomach, then your intestines, and thrown out of your body as a waste. And in that process, you are taking out the vital energy, glucose, nutrients, and all the ingredients that you are trying to give to your body for further processing and for energy and for overall good and well-being. So that is all it is used up by the body throughout this process. So gastrointestinal system is that. In short, we will just try to name it as gut, because it's much simpler to refer in this whole episode. So just don't get confused. Not many people are aware of this gut, but it is nothing but your gastrointestinal system. So these two organs are constantly talking to one another through biochemical signals in your body, that is your gut and your brain. This happens largely through the vagus nerve, one of the longest nerves in the body, like through my researches, I got to know, which sends messages from your gut to your brain and vice versa. But it's not just nerves doing the work here. The gut also communicates through hormones and neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, which are the chemicals responsible for regulating mood, happiness, and emotional balance in your system. So here we deal with 5 facts on our fingertips about gut-brain axis. So number 1 being the gut is actually the second brain. As I just said that, so many secretions are out of this gut system that we have to, talk about, which is fascinating because it contains over 100 million neurons, more than your spinal cord actually. So this is why you often feel that emotions in your stomach like butterflies when you're nervous or you're excited, or that sinking feeling that you feel when you are stressed and anxious. You all feel it in your stomach, right? And sometimes because of these overstimulations, you also have the first problem which your stomach gets when you are super anxious, stressed, or you go under prolonged situations where you have a lot of dealings which is kind of out of your hand, like an examination or any other stressful situation. So first feeling you have is in your stomach, and sometimes you have it in your head. These are the 2 places you feel it the first time. But it's not just emotional responses. Your gut plays a direct role in producing chemicals that affect your mental state. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, up to 95% of your body's serotonin, which is that hormone we need for our overall happiness, is produced in the gut and not the brain. Further, we have the second fact in front of us, and that is how gut bacteria actually affects your mood. So now that you have gut microbes as part of your system, so which is basically an ecosystem of trillions of bacteria and fungi and viruses who are living inside your intestines, and they are contributing to digestion and maintaining electrolytes and doing a lot of that activity which supports your overall functioning of the body. So these microbes actually don't only help digest food, they are also crucial for your mental health. For example, this biosis or an imbalance of gut bacteria has been linked to conditions like anxiety, depression, and even there is a very common disorder which is becoming very high in number in people these days, and it is called irritable bowel syndrome. It is called IBS. It is that problem which you have in your digestive system, and you have this pain all the time. You have problems of acidity, and you can read a little bit more about it if you are interested, that how prolonged anxiety, depression, stress hormones in the body are a significant contributing factor to this disease in your stomach, in your gut. So irritable bowel syndrome is also one of which often coexist with mood disorders. So on the flip side, a healthy gut can help regulate stress hormones and promote feelings of calm and relaxation. So how important these bacteria, fungi, and viruses are in our system, you can imagine it already. Fact 3 is the role of neurotransmitters in the body. So which are the chemical messengers? They carry the messages from your brain to the gut and through your whole body. So your gut microbe plays a huge role in this production of these neurotransmitters as well. For example, serotonin, often called the happy hormone, regulates mood, anxiety, and sleep. A large portion of it is produced in the gut. So when your gut is unhealthy, your serotonin levels might just drop, contributing to feelings of depression and anxiety. Secondly, it's dopamine. It's also a neurotransmitter. It is associated with pleasure, reward, motivation. So when it's mostly produced in the brain, research also suggests that gut bacteria can influence dopamine activity, affecting your mood and motivation levels highly. So these factors are telling us how the tiniest of living creatures in the body, they are all a part of that system which is running physiologically, also helping you feel in a certain way. Fact 4 also surprises us when we say that gut health is also kind of regulating your inflammations in the body. So it is another important factor. Studies often show that inflammation in the body can worsen or even trigger mental health disorders like depression. Certain foods, especially processed high sugar diets, can increase gut inflammation, leading to mood swings and even cognitive fog. Fifth factor says how stress impacts the gut, so which is a major player. We've also discussed in the point 3 when we were talking about irritable bowel syndrome that, prolonged stress situation can help us feel so sick in our gut. So how you ever noticed that you have the first issues in your stomach when you are stressed? So that's actually no coincidence. Chronic stress can cause a flood of cortisol, the stress hormone that disrupts digestion and alters the gut microbe, leading to symptoms like bloating, indigestion, or even irritable bowel syndrome. So now that we've understood how closely, this gut and brain are, and how they are very, very well connected through microbes in the body, through blood, through neurotransmitters, the next step is figuring out how we can keep this connection strong and balanced. So one of the best way is to by fueling your body with the right vitamins to support this connection. These nutrients can influence your mood, your energy level, your cognitive functions, and reduce the symptoms of anxiety and depression as a result. So let's delve deeper into 6 key nutrients that you should be, adding to your diet. So often a lot of influencers and a lot of people who work in the nutrition area, lifestyle area, they often talk about protein shakes. They often talk about food items which are good for your body and for shaping up, for losing weight. So here I am, a psychologist, also interested in lifestyle. So that's how I'm trying to also educate you that food can be that factor to also think about when you're talking about mental health, because it has a direct connection, as we have already established that connection between what you eat and how you feel. So I would like to educate you that you have the luxury and flexibility to add these vital, nutrients and vitamins into your diet so that you feel more good and you're able to fight the negativity out of your system, flush that out of your system, and fight depression, anxiety in a different approach. So this was my idea overall. So talking about which, we have the first nutrient on the list, and that is vitamin B complex. So often it is referred to as anti-stress. So they are a cluster of 8 vitamins overall, and many times your physicians also might be pointing out in your blood test reports that you have low levels of vitamin B, or you are having a deficiency of vitamin D3. So this is often kind of looked for in the blood reports, even by psychologists and mental health professionals. So when we take clients into our practice, we always encourage you to get a good profiling of your blood report, so that we are also aware if you are deficit of certain important vitamins, which are directly important for the release of serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, and important hormones to help you feel good in your body and your mind overall. So that is how vitamin B complexes are important, specifically vitamin B12. It is also called cobalamin, the next very important one, and the low levels of which are linked to memory issues, fatigues, and mood disturbances. So vitamin B12 supports that production of red blood cells, which often help us maintain nerve function, which is critical for mental clarity, for emotional stability. So where can you also, get a direct source of vitamin B12? So not like other nutritionalists who are always, giving you a broader or a more generalistic approach to nutrients. To every source, they would say green leafy vegetables and fruits. Growing up, I also got irritated when I was, looking up for my diet or my meat. I was planning my meal plans, and I was trying to look up for recipes. So I was not having that list in my hand which told me the direct and most important sources, which are not only an overall approach like, you should eat green leafy vegetables. So that's how I try to bring a very direct, high rich resources. So vitamin B complex are highly found in whole grains. So they have, for example, barley and brown rice and millets, because the processing removes the vital vitamins. So whole grains are important to be talked about under vitamin B. Then we have eggs. Then we have legumes, for example, green peas and chickpeas. Then we have avocados. So just 1 cup of avocado, that is 150 grams, contains 30% of your daily folate requirement and 23% of vitamin B6. So it is kind of that important, rich resource, the source for vitamin B. Then we have omega-3 fatty acids after vitamin Bs, which are really important, often called brain's building blocks, because they support the structure of brain cells and promote optimal brain function. So omega-3 have also been shown to reduce symptoms of depression, stabilize mood swings, and also enhance cognitive functioning, making them that key nutrient for overall emotional well-being. So where can we find them? So direct source would be fish and other seafood, especially cold water fatty fishes like salmon and tuna and sardines, so that kind of stuff. Also, we find them in nuts and seeds like flaxseed, chia seeds, and walnuts. Also, plant oils such as flaxseed oil, soybean oil, and canola oil. So you can, kind of keep switching between the choice of your oils to cook your meals. Also, add them on top of your salads and dressing. That could be also a way to directly take in your omega-3s. Then comes your third vitamin, the important one, and that is vitamin D, known as the sunshine vitamin. We all are talking about it, also trying to chase them. It's unique because your body can produce it when exposed to sunlight, but deficiency is common these days, particularly in areas with long winters or limited sunlight, or we are not someone who are directly exposing ourselves to the sunlight these days, because that terrace culture is dying and we are not spending a lot of time outside. We are mostly sitting inside when it comes to our jobs or the party that we are holding. We have just kind of become those home cats these days. So that's how vitamin D3 levels, which we used to get naturally from outside, is kind of the decreasing trend. So we have to kind of take in more supplements to compensate with the vitamin. So vitamin D is also linked to increased risk of mood disorders, specifically seasonal affective disorder and depression. They help in regulate the production of serotonin, the happy hormone, which influences mood, sleep, and appetite. And when it comes to sources, so I think the sunlight being the first and the direct and the best source. And a lot of commotion I see, a lot of confusion I see when it comes to soaking vitamin D3 from the sun. So my researchers also helped me understand that what is the best way wherein we can take the vitamin D3 from the sun, and that is that we are doing certain steps wrong. Number one is that if you sit in a room where you have a glass windows and you have the sun coming from outside and you think that you are taking in the sun, but it is not so. The glass actually prevents the vital UVB exposure that we need for vitamin D3, and that is being blocked behind these glasses that you're sitting behind. So often you have to go outside under the direct sun to have it. Also, timing plays a huge role. You have to be in the direct sun outside in the nature between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. During that time, we have the highest possibility to take it from the sun. And also, do not apply your sunscreen before picking up this activity, because often that blocks that exposure and penetration into your skin, so that you have better chances of making vitamin D3 through your skin and getting it absorbed right. So no sunscreen, no sitting behind glass windows inside the room, and also you have to be very particular about the timing, which is between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. That is my research. Also, we have supplements what been taken weekly. You can do that. We have the possibility after consulting your doctors about the amount of deficiency you have in the body. You can take those supplements. And also oily fish, including salmon and soy milk, are the sources for vitamin D3. Then comes your fourth important vitamin, and that is magnesium, which is often referred to as relaxation mineral because its role is actually calming the nervous system, reduces anxiety and stress overall. Magnesium plays a role in regulating GABA receptors, and which is a neurotransmitter that helps your brain wind down and relax and improve sleep quality. So it is that important element to help your system calm down, slow down, and relax a little bit. It supports better sleep then, and it is very, very critical for our all overall mental health and well-being, because we need to slow down and relax and able to put your system on a little bit of pause. So sources could be spinach being the highest one. We have dark chocolate coming ahead. Tofu, almonds, pumpkin seeds are like high in magnesium. Fifth vitamin is your zinc. It plays a crucial role in regulating communication between brain cells and maintaining the brain's defense system. So it acts as a neuroprotective agent, helping to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, which can worsen symptoms of anxiety and depression. Often taken together with vitamin C, we often have zinc coming in together. It helps in absorption of zinc better in the body, and also to vitamin C in the body. So yeah, they are often combined together. Sources could be shellfish like oysters, crab, shrimps, these kind of fish products. Then we have dairy products like eggs, whole grains, green leafy vegetables could be a source of zinc. Then we have the last nutrient group to be talked about when we talk about the direct food connection and your overall happiness and good feeling in the body, and that is probiotics and prebiotics. So when we talk about these two working together to support your gut microbes, there is important to kind of differentiate between what these two are. So probiotics are foods or supplements that contain live microorganisms into your body to improve the good bacteria. Prebiotics are food. They are typically high fiber food. So probiotics are the direct live microorganisms that you're giving your body. Prebiotics are the food which are high fiber foods that act as food for human microflora. So by improving gut health, probiotics and prebiotics together help balance the production of serotonin and dopamine, reduce inflammation, improve mood stability, and so on. So sources of probiotics could be yogurt. Like in our diet, you might have seen that dahi, yogurt, is an essential part. We keep it for good digestion, for good microbes in the gut. Kimchi salads being one. Then we have pickles. Then we have sour cream, cottage cheese, kombucha gaining that importance and significance and popularity these days. Then we have prebiotics, and they could be derived from garlic, asparagus, bananas, barley, oats, apples, flaxseed, cocoa, seaweed, and avocado. Also, you don't have to really worry about penning it all down. I think I will be leaving a source in the description where you can, directly click and have a tabular form, or you can also check it on our Instagram page, The Psycholingo, so that you can find yourself easy with a table where I have put in all this together for you, and you can print it, put it in your room or your kitchen, and help you prepare the best meals possible to incorporate these things. And when I say the best meals possible, So it could be that I can help you with some ideas, like very quickly. Now, not that the episode is getting too long, but very quickly, how you can start incorporating these vitamins and minerals in your daily routine without actually drastically changing your entire lifestyle overnight and complicating the entire process. So you can start by having a balanced breakfast, kickstart your day with a lot of nutrients. If you are an oatmeal person, you can just put in your flax seeds and chia seeds for that dose of omega-3 on top of it. Then you have pumpkin seeds, which people prefer for good magnesium and zinc, some almonds to go with it. Or you can use a lot of Greek yogurt in your breakfast for probiotics, for good health, for good gut health, and that aids in digestion. And if you're not an oatmeal person, you can go in for some smoothie ideas with some green leafy options which are good source for vitamin B's, and you can add in a tablespoon of flaxseed or chia seeds to that. I mean, Instagram is filled with a lot of nutritionalists, lot of lifestyle change motivators, and some influencers giving you amazing recipes through their beautiful reels, and just pick them up for your daily routine, for giving a good start for your day, because breakfast being the most important meal of the day, to kickstart your day with a good energy, good vibe, I think that has a significant impact on how you feel about your entire day, about your body, and what you look forward. And that could be a best way to decrease depressive symptoms and fight anxiety. Also, in the lunches or in the dinner, you can add in fresh salmon for your omega-3s, or some walnuts, some flax seeds. Also, you can snack smart with magnesium and zinc, having that dark chocolate being your best friend, accompanying you everywhere you go, or some nuts and seeds that you pack along throughout your working day. You can munch on these quick snacks for boost in energy, for magnesium and zinc, and that omega-3 as a source. So a smart choice, right? Also, make good of your sunshine days. So please be aware of whatever I've just told you with the taking in your vitamin D3 naturally from the sun. That could be a priority as well. Also, you feel so good being directly exposed to sun some days, and you can have this as part of your life, to spend some time in the outside air, in nature, if you have the possibility, or have that option also explored. So boost your gut health with probiotics and prebiotics as part of your diet. So you can have it through yogurt, as I already talked, some good bananas, asparagus in your lifestyle, onions and garlics being your friend overall. So try experimenting with different cuisines and food, or be open to Vietnamese or Korean cultures, or overall Asian culture, or some Western style of making oatmeal. I don't know, but don't restrict yourself always to parathas or some chilas or traditional ways of making sandwiches. I mean, open your hearts, explore the whole world through cuisines, and you might just find something new out there, a new way to fill your body with good stuff and good feeling overall. So I mean, wow, I feel so fresh already. What a journey we've been on today, and almost towards the end, wrapping up with a small takeaway thought and conclusion that it's a long journey. Please don't complicate. Walk slowly on it and have that body filled with new energies and new thoughts through improving your gut health was my whole idea. Nourish yourself from inside out. So remember, your mental health is just not it's just not as much about how you feel, but also how you fuel your body through food that you eat. So let's not forget, it's not about perfection, but about progress. Even 1% improvement every day can lead to massive life-changing results overall. Finally, closing the episode with a thought that the food you eat can be either the safest and most powerful form of medicine, or the slowest form of poison that you can die with. Let's be mindful of what we provide to our bodies to process, and thoughts to our minds to process. So we have to be really mindful with these two options. So that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me, holding your attention till the end. Remember to take care of yourself and each other around. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this powerful message with your dear ones around. Follow us on our social media for new updates. Check out our website for booking up a therapy session with me or visit great courses made on psychology. Until next time, this is your psychologist Anam signing off for now. Ciao, auf Wiedersehen.